watching the BallGame Blitz.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting our 9th grade homecoming representative, Miss Audrey Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting our 10th grade homecoming representative, Miss Holly Parkins. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting our 11th grade homecoming representative, Miss Olivia Patrick. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting our 12th grade homecoming first maid, Miss Sarah Beecham. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting our 12th grade homecoming first maid, Miss Tamia Speaks. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting your 2015 football homecoming queen, Miss Olivia Kaufman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Johnny Hill Stadium in Milan, Tennessee. The Milan Bulldogs will hook up with the JCM Cougars tonight in a big 7-3-8 showdown, and it's a biggie. The captains meeting at midfield for the coin toss from Milan. The captains Landon Walker. He is the quarterback. Storm Williams, a tremendous linebacker for Milan Bulldogs. Will Bugner and Alan Staggs, the captains for Milan. For JCM, it's Renty Davis, Braxton Bowers, and Joanne Hudson, captains for the Cougars of JCM. Milan comes in on a high note. The Bulldogs are playing some very good football. In fact, best football they've played all season long. Milan comes in with wins over Westview, McNary, and Dyersburg. 4-3. Milan on the season. More importantly, 3-1 in Region 7-3A. Jeff Morris, the head coach, with 202 wins, all right here at Milan. 22 wins and only 59 losses. Head coach Jeff Morris. For JCM, they come in 0-7. The Cougars running the table in reverse so far this year, coached by, we call him Big O, Rentius Taylor. He's 7 wins and 21 losses. His third season as the head coach for the JCM Cougars. JCM, tough schedule so far. North side, Haywood, South Gibson, Brentwood Academy. Here from Milan, you remember that name, Brentwood Academy. South side, Liberty, McNary. They were open last week. And tonight, of course, they'll take on the Milan Bulldogs. Well, the Bulldogs will receive the football to start things off tonight. It's homecoming 2015 right here in Fullertown. My name's Dan Reaves. It's a pleasure to be with you tonight here on the Mirror-Exchange website for Milan football on the BallGame Blitz, presented by Mirror-Exchange and produced by Worthy City. Victor Parkins is the executive producer. Scarlett Elliott, advertising manager. Paul Schulze is producer and editor. Kevin Thomas is director of photography. And again, my name is Dan Reaves. It's a pleasure to be here with you at homecoming. And here come the Bulldogs, dressed all in purple tonight. Out of that west end zone in the shadows of John Tucker, Red Paper, John Wayne Tucker's field house. Here's a beautiful backdrop here in Johnny Hill Stadium in Bob Parkins Field. So kickoff is straight ahead. Milan and Jackson Central Mary. JCM, if you look across the way over there, I'd say, probably put it like this, it's a little bit less than capacity on the visitor side, which is a bit surprising.
You're watching the BallGame Blitz.
Won the toss.
He's going to go in, untouched, touchdown.
JCM tonight in the pink mix-in uniforms. Breast cancer awareness. And we are underway. It's an onside kick to start things, and JCM has got the football right off the bat. The Cougars come in. They know that they are big underdogs. And so Coach Taylor rolls the dice, and it pays off. You can see on the eye care group instant replay, just a beautiful onside kick that is coming up. And JCM will have the football. The first big break of the game goes to the Cougars. Holy moly, what a way to start for JCM. Coming in is big time. Well, there are no lines in high school football, as you all know, but let's just say this game was handicapped. I'd say Milan would be favored by 30 points. And Coach Taylor knows that, and he's willing to roll the dice here early. Now, JCM has some athletes. Don't think that they don't. And Darius Long is one of those. He's the quarterback. On the ground, working right guard, and nothing there, just hammered down at the line of scrimmage on first down. But this Milan defense has played so well. After getting off to a slow start, the defensive line has really been the key, of course, with some tremendous linebacker play. People along that defensive front making a big difference for the Bulldogs. First down, just nothing there. Second down and 10. JCM runs out of the shotgun exclusively, as do most teams these days. They work it right side with some room this time. Out across the 45 and take it off his feet near the 49-yard line on second down. JCM moving the football. And this time you can see JCM has the size up front, no doubt. And they have some athletes as well. It's Givens. He's only a sophomore, and this guy comes in. Givens with a lot of potential. Coach Taylor high on Givens. Third down and 5. Givens again, this time left side with World to the 45, and just inside the 45-yard line. He'll have enough for the first down as Norm Williams comes over to put the finishing touches on Givens. But that's going to be enough for a Cougar first down. As that left side of the offensive line opening up a little bit of room and sealing off the edge for Givens to get outside and pick up 7 yards on third down and 5. So the Cougars move the chains. And a fresh set of downs. It's inside to blow it on 45. Back to Givens. Not much this time, but first down. Is that Milan defensive line. Storm Williams, a linebacker, coming in to clean Givens up. This telecast of Milan Bulldog football being presented in part by John Moore and his staff. For all your insurance needs, McNeil Grange Insurance Agency, located in downtown Milan. They specialize in getting the rates, comparing the rates, and customizing the plan just for you to make sure that you get the best deal. Give them a call today at 686-0765 in McNeil Range Insurance. Second and 11 on the ground again, working right side just inside the 45-yard line and down at the 43. This time on the carry for JCM is Michael Jones. Michael, the senior running back for the Cougars. So that'll bring up third down and right at 7 for the Cougars. Early in the first quarter, in case you're just joining us, JCM started the game with an onside kick. And they executed it to perfection. And so Milan's defense now trying to give the Bulldogs the football back on 3rd and 7. Play action. Here's a little dump pass underneath. Has it complete and knocked out at the 41-yard line. That's not going to be enough for the first down. But JCM most certainly will go for it here in Bulldog territory. Nothing fancy, just a little play action at long. Just dumps it right over the top to his fullback. That complete to Chantarius Ward. And that'll bring up 4th down and 6. Gain of 1 yard on the play. So JCM with a huge play here early on for the underdog Cougars. 4th and 6. Here's Long back to throw. Fires and caught at the Bulldog 32-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a JCM first down. On the reception is Collins, the senior wide receiver. Collins worked himself open along that sideline, and you can see this arm strength.
Ball's at the 33-yard line, be first and 10.
By Collins to work it to, or Jones, pardon me, on the reception, but the quarterback, Mondarius Long, for JCM, starting the year out, and now here's back to the air, got a man open, but it's underneath,
Pass is incomplete.
or knocked away at the last moment, I should say. But for JCM, Michael Jones has come in,
For the Cougars.
and you can see
Ball
with
at the 33.
when he came in, or pardon me, when Long came in for Jones, he's got a big arm. He's still a work in progress. The junior, Darius Long. But you're talking before the game with Coach Taylor. That's a guy they've got a lot of,
Holding against
that they have a lot of confidence in moving forward. The penalty on the play, holding on JCM.
Places the ball at the 48.
So Long, he has to look big, strong kid.
First and 25.
He can pull it down, he can run with it. Offers such an option for this offense. Taylor's high on it. After the penalty, JCM back to the shotgun and another flag. Now this has been a recurring theme this year for the Cougars.
Early procedure against the Cougars.
Remember that song, one step up and two steps back? Well,
The 37-yard line. Makes it
you see
first down
JCM
and
leaving
30.
just a little bit early. Scoreless. First quarter, JCM the first possession of the game. JCM moved 25 yards with it, but now running in reverse after the penalties. Long out of the gun. Two wide receivers to the top of the screen and two to the bottom. Here's Long, back to throw. Fires and incomplete. Working that sideline pattern that was intended for Cole.
For the Cougars.
Could not connect on it. Chance to look good coverage out there for the Bulldogs. Porter again on the coverage. Milan secondary is a very skilled unit. So second down at 25 after the incompletion. JCM line of scrimmage zone 47. Back to throw again. Here comes the pressure. They got him this time. Sacked back at the 35-yard line. And get it. That's Storm Williams in on the sack.
Recovered by the Cougars.
Williams, the linebacker from Milan, blitzing. And he came free right around that left tackle. And you can see the speed of Storm. Able to run down Montarius Long and sack him. And again, Long is a fabulous athlete. That'll give you some indication at the skill set from Storm Davis, the linebacker from Milan. Third down and 30. Not a lot of plays in the repertoire for third down and 30. Here's Jones setting up the screen. Has it? Bam! And they've knocked incomplete. And there's the man right there. One of my favorites, Spencer Walker. Watch Spencer read this one out. Linebacker see him, recognize the screen, bam! Picture perfect. Spencer Walker, who started the year out as the #1 tailback. He gives way to the sophomore, and Spencer, as a true leader, he just shifted gears, and he has become, in my opinion, an all-West side season. He's playing, he'll play linebacker, he'll line up a defensive back, just wherever Coach Morris and his staff needs him, he'll be there. So JCM gonna have to punt it away. It's a short punt. Milan's gonna let it roll inside the 40, and it'll be down at the 37-yard line. So Milan's defense, after the kickoff return team was surprised with an onside kick from JCM, Milan's defense stops the Cougars offensively, and Milan will get the ball for their second possession of the game in a scoreless first quarter. So for the Bulldogs, the quarterback, Landon Walker. Anthony Ballard, the sophomore tailback. In that I formation, here's Ballard working right side. Has the 40 out near midfield before Ballard is taken down inside JCM territory at the Cougar 49-yard line. And that's what Ballard's been doing. I mean, this big old offensive line, anchored by Rimmer, just getting better and better. And Ballard's, see the field vision. Early on, Ballard, like so many young running backs, was having trouble making the decision. He missed some holes early part of the season, but not these days. Ballard no longer a sophomore running back. This guy is a seasoned veteran. Here's Milan on first down. The fullback gets a call. It tripped up Jordan Shepard just before he accelerated. It was a shoestring tackle. Shepard will go down at the Cougar 45-yard line. Shepard on first down will pick up 4. Milan in all purple tonight. Michael Doles, by the way, my color commentator, my broadcast partner, has the evening off. He is in San Francisco tonight. Here's Ballard again, working right side. Ballard to the 42-yard line before he's taken down. Going to be shy of the first down by a couple of yards. Another look at it on the eye care group instant replay. Nice play to the linebacker for JCM or Ballard. Was about to bounce out and hit the sideline. Cecil Bond on the tackle for JCM. Lucas Fisher, one of the big linemen from Milan. Also Ben Fry up there, Luke Rand. And of course, Jacob Rimmer getting looks from a lot of big schools. Third down and 3. Here's Ballard with room. Has the 30, has the 25. Ballard is going to go in for the touchdown for Milan. Anthony Ballard on third down and short will go the distance, and Milan takes a 6-0 lead. Oh, boy. Ballard will go in from 43 yards out. Look at the big hole up front and Ballard's acceleration. This is the thing that I was talking about earlier. You see the field vision. You see it from all the great running backs. And I know it's early to say Anthony Ballard is a great running back, but he certainly has become very good. And keep in mind, he's only a sophomore. Penalty flags here. Offsides on JCM. Let's see if Milan decides to go for 2 here. Now they're going to kick the extra point. Connor Allen, the kicker for Milan, he's one of the best in West Tennessee. Landon Walker, the quarterback, also is the holder for field goals and extra points. Here's the extra point attempt. It's blocked. Got a piece of it, JCM did, and it bounces off the right upright and no good. So the Cougars got a push and able to partially block the attempt by Allen. And with 5:40 left in the first quarter, Milan 6 and JCM nothing. Well, I guess I jinxed Connor Allen. Six nothing Milan. 5:40 left in the first quarter here at homecoming for the Bulldogs. Slow motion instant replay that we enjoy is presented by Eye Care Group PLC. 1000 Van Drive in Jackson. You can call them at 668-3018. That's 668-3018. Connor Allen, the fine kicker from Milan, set to kick off as the Bulldogs take a 6-0 lead over JCM. First quarter action, Johnny Hill Stadium, Milan, Tennessee. Bob Barkins Field here. Boy, this stadium has seen its share of big games. Allen's kickoff, taking it to 5. Back to the 20. Out to the 30. Breaking a tackle there. Uh-oh, look out. Oh, boy, he's gone. Forget about it. Touchdown, JCM. How about that for a response to the Milan touchdown drive? Wow. Holy moly. I mean, a 95-yard kickoff return after Milan had taken that 6-0 lead. And JCM, as mentioned, they have the athletes, but man, there was just nobody there after that initial wave of tacklers. And I mean, Jamar Givens, once he hit got past that second wave, it was nothing but green grass. And JCM now an extra point away from taking the lead. The extra point is up and it is good. So just like that, JCM has taken a 7-6 lead over the Bulldogs here on homecoming. Now I mentioned when we panned the stadium there, you could see not many folks from JCM make the trip over here to Milan. So with 5:26 left in the first quarter, our new score, JCM 7 and Milan 6. And that score hits around West Tennessee, that's going to raise some eyebrows. So 7-6 JCM taking the lead over the Bulldogs here early in the first quarter. Slow motion instant replay again presented by Eye Care Group PLC. Compassionate care for the patients, that's what they're all about at the Eye Care Group. And thank you so much to those folks for bringing us the slow motion instant replay. Short kickoff taken at the 8-2 to the 25, out to the 30, and taken down at the 32-yard line. For the Bulldogs on the return, that is Blake Miller. So Milan finds himself on the wrong end of a 7-6 score here with 5 minutes and change remaining in the first quarter from Johnny Hill Stadium. My name's Dan Reaves. It's a pleasure to be with you tonight. Director of photography is Kevin Thomas. 7-6, JCM with a lead over Milan. If you're just joining us, JCM, after watching Milan march down and score on their first possession, returned the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown. Here's Ballard working left side, not much room there. Out for a yard, maybe two. Ballard looking for the edge out there. Needed a block and couldn't get it, so second down and long coming up here with the Bulldogs. Ballard officially 1 yard and first down. Bulldogs in 2 wide splits, bottom of the screen. Walker out of the shotgun, Ballard the tailback. To the air, Walker goes, has a man. 35 outside the numbers, has the 45, still badly gotten to midfield, and then into JCM territory with a first down before he's taken off his feet on the reception. Brooks, who's had a fantastic season. It's a little slip screen, and Walker a nice throw to get it to Brooks in plenty of time, and nice blocking down the field. It's Lewis Mayo. A nice block, and Brooks takes care of business in the Bulldogs with a fresh set of downs into JCM territory. This time 2 wide split, top of the screen. Split screen, and oh boy, that was nearly a lateral. It goes incomplete. That one was telegraphed. And Blake Miller, you see Blake had a man right in his face, trying to catch it and make a move at the same time. It'll go incomplete. Second down and 10. Landon Walker, the senior quarterback for Milan, has played very well. Of course, with Brooks, some of the wide receivers Bulldogs had, including Lewis Mayo up there top of the screen. Milan certainly can do damage through the air. Second and 10, here's Ballard's going nowhere. Ball in the backfield and knocked down. They'll give him forward momentum near the line of scrimmage, but not much for the Bulldogs on second down. So Milan now looking at a third down and long. Is the size of the Cougars up front evidence and the athleticism. For many people, it's just been a head scratcher this year as to why JCM, and of course, the Brentwood Academy and Liberty, that's a different animal. The JCM running the table in reverse, they come in at 0-7. Third and long. Here's Milan sweeping it right side. Has the 40, has the first down. It scampers out just inside the 35-yard line at the 34 with a Bulldog first down. Nice play and nicely blocked there that Ed sealed off of J.P. Porter, and the Bulldogs have a fresh set of downs. Porter doing a nice job tie broken that sideline. Milan, after giving up that kickoff return for the touchdown, on the move again.
Timeout on the field, JCM.
Timeout JCM. The Cougars want to talk about it. We'll be right back. Back here at Johnny Hill Stadium. Milan on the move. JCM has a 7-6 lead. Bulldogs marching by the Cougars. New set of downs from Milan at the JCM 34-yard line. 2 wide, split top of the screen. Here's Walker, quarterback under center. He'll hand it to the fullback. Inside the 30, and running on down to the 26-yard line on the carry from Milan. Jordan Shepard, the fullback tonight. Shepard has Milan at the JCM 27-yard line. The gain for Shepard on first down is 7. It's second down, or officially they say 6 yards on first down. Second down and 4. Here's Walker out of the shotgun. To the air he goes with it, and incomplete. Looking for Porter out down to flats. Trying to go underneath, and just couldn't connect. So third down for the Bulldogs. This game is presented in part by Reagan Supreme Muffler in Milan. Proud supporters of the Bulldogs. See Johnny or Joey for all your automotive needs. Big third down and 4 for Milan. Here's Walker under center. He'll hand it off. Ballard right side. Ballard inside the 20. Down to the 15-yard line. And another first down for the Bulldogs. As the sophomore running back just gets stronger and stronger as the season progresses. Look at Ballard's field vision here. Nice job of that offensive line. Look at it blocking downfield. But Ballard, that field vision, I keep bringing it up, and it's so important. All the great running backs, they have that tremendous field vision. It's almost the instinct to find the daylight and run to it, and Ballard has that. So the Bulldogs first and 10 back in the red zone, just outside the 15. Ballard again, hammer, nothing on first down. Oh boy, Ballard slow getting up. See if we can pick it up here on the eye care group instant replay. They hit him high and low. I think he's okay. Man just got the wind knocked out of it, so Ballard's going to come out of play. Spencer Walker will enter for the Bulldogs. Seven to 6, JCM with the lead. Late in the first quarter, JCM with a kickoff return of 95 yards for that touchdown. Here's Walker straight ahead. Time runs down to the 15 and then shoved backwards. So JCM's defense stiffening here in the red zone. Just no push up front, and Spencer Walker had nowhere to go. JCM so far has come to play. Third down, and right at 10 for Milan. 2 wide, split top of the screen. Walker the tailback. Here's quarterback Landon Walker. He'll keep it himself. Has the 10-5 touchdown. Landon Walker. First time tonight he's called his own number, and you can see what he can do. I mean, through the air he's tough, and when he pulls that ball down, he can certainly do a lot of damage with his feet. Great ball handling skills. He pulled that out of the belly of Walker at the last minute and turned it upfield and sails into the end zone for the Bulldog touchdown. And Milan right back on top. Connor Allen intercept the PAT. This time he splits the uprights, and Milan takes a 13-7 lead. Oh, wait a minute. They got some penalty flags. Offsides on JCM. Milan going to decline that one and take the extra point. Was good. Well, pardon me. We called that a dead ball. We'll do it again. Extra point is up, and it's good. And the Bulldogs take a 13-7 lead with 56 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Homecoming here at Johnny Hill Stadium. set to kick off. Last time he kicked it off, JCM took it back 95 yards for the touchdown.
Number 16, Connor Allen.
Here's Connor Allen. This time at the 10, to the 20, out to the 25, and room again to the 40. Cutting back inside to the 45 to midfield into Milan territory, and finally out of bounds at the 42, and penalty flags come in. This may be an extra 15 tagged on. Oh boy. Milan having all sorts of trouble with a kickoff coverage team. As Connor Allen kicked out with a wave from Givens. This time it's Bates bringing it back, and he nearly took it to the house. That penalty flag sure as the world looked like a hit out of bounds, and I think that's what he's going to be. So they'll tag 15 yards on to the end of that return. It is unsportsmanlike on Milan.
Personal foul, JCM.
Well, they got a basket of offsets. So unsportsmanlike, and I picked up on that call. Called at both teams. What it was. So the kickoff return will stand just inside the Milan 39. Back to the air. JCM goes to work. Underneath and caught inside the 35 and taken down to the 34-yard line. I believe now we got another scuffle back near the line of scrimmage, and more flags have come in. Oh boy. We'll have to sort this one out. Behind the play, some extracurricular activity. So let's see. Air ball, unsportsmanlike. JCM. Well, see that's high-tech replay there. Didn't appear they were exchanging pleasantries down on the turf here at Johnny O Stadium. Olympias Taylor's the head coach. He's assisted by former JCM head coach Cedric Hampton, Andre Green, and Cedric Hampton Jr. The Jeff Morris's staff is Coach Taylor now going to huddle his players.
Official timeout on the field.
Up on the sideline, Jeff Morris going to do the same thing here after. Be right back for quarter number 2 on the BallGame Blitz. I said, pardon me on the quarter number 2. I looked up after. I like to read, so I was reading the book during the timeout. We still have a few seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's a fumble. It's on the turf, and I think Milan may have it. Let's see. It's a scramble point, and Milan has the ball. Turnover, and the Bulldogs will have it right at midfield. High snap. And boy, just trouble with the exchange from quarterback to running back, and Milan right there to cover up that fumble. So the Bulldogs get a break, and they'll have the ball at midfield with under a minute remaining in the first quarter. Milan with a 13-7 advantage here over the JCM Cougars. Well, so the Bulldogs get a break. And good to see Anthony Ballard back in there in his tailback position. Here is Ballard on first down with room inside the 45. Ballard battles on down near the 42-yard line. So Anthony Ballard, who missed the last couple of plays on the previous drive after being shaken up a bit, is back in there looking nice. Ballard ripping off 8 yards on first down. 7-3-8 is such an important game, especially for Milan. JCM is so far out of the way, they have too many teams to even consider making the playoffs. We'll tell you more about the 7-3-8 when we come back here. After one quarter, Milan 13 and JCM 7.
You're watching the BallGame Blitz.
In Quarter number 2, Milan enjoying a 13-7 advantage here on the BallGame Blitz. My name's Dan Reaves. Pleasure to be here. Homecoming 2015 Milan Bulldogs. Milan dressed in all purple tonight. JCM with their road white jerseys. Uniforms favor the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I know Stevie Ray Hammond likes them. Here's Bulldogs second and 2. Ballard Swinny just power football. Milan's going to have it up for a first down on that. Right straight ahead. That's they say that's nothing fancy. Just big man on big man. Stop this if you can. For JCM, they couldn't stop Milan, so the Bulldogs pick up a new set of downs inside the Cougar 40. One wide receiver splits top and one to the bottom here for the Bulldogs at first down. Landon Walker, the quarterback, goes shotgun. Goes under center with Ballard as his tailback. This will be the fullback on first down. Straight ahead, not much there.
Handoff number 40, Tristan McDaniel.
Minimal gain. Tristan McDaniel, his first carry of the night. Shepard's been running fullback. Game. Now McDaniel getting his chance.
Second down and 8.
McDaniel's 2 yards from McDaniel. First down, second down it is. Play action. He'll go deep. Sideline and intercepted. Picked up near the 15-yard line. Just laid up there and too much air under it, right to him. And making that interception, Michael Jones is Walker.
First and 10.
Looking for Cameron King, I believe, was down there, or Brooks. Had a step on him. Now he just short on him. Landed the first one to tangle out, he underthrew it. So JCM with a turnover, they'll have the football. First and 10, just outside their own 15. Long quarterback, he'll hand it off straight ahead. Nothing. Bulldogs ain't down with a line. Boy, just so active down there is Jaleel Button. Oh, rolling. Storm Williams in there. We see Storm. Host of Bulldogs making that tackle. No gain on first down for the Cougars. 4 wide this time. Darius Long, quarterback out of the gun. Underneath he goes and hammered down. The ball's loose inside the 5. Did they call that down? Or incomplete? They wave it off. They see incomplete. Oh boy, that Bulldog defense is swarming.
Tackle made by several Bulldogs.
Spencer Walker.
Loss on the play inside the 15-yard line, where it brings up third down.
Now, I'm trying to think, wait a minute. This broadcaster's confused. Did they call that incomplete or down by contact?
Let's call it third down and 12.
Well, I'll give to the officials and say there's a reason why the officials don't call the games from the press box. Trips, top of the swing for JCM. Back to throw again. Fires and completed to 20 to 25, pardon me. That's going to be out near a first down. That pass complete to Michael Jones, and you can see the strong right arm by Long.
Ball be placed at 25.
Fired downward.
Fourth down for the Cougars.
Boy, that was close to being out of bounds. So confusion reigning right here. JCM going to roll the dice on 4th and 2, deep in their own territory. I think is Long looking for the play, and now timeout JCM. So JCM lines up as though they're going to go for it at 4th down and 2. Call a timeout. So the Cougars, after sending the offensive unit out there on 4th down and 2, if they were going to try to draw Milan off sides, they had a strange way of doing it. typically the way you do that is you put your quarterback under center and let him bark the signals out. You don't typically line him up in a shotgun. The JCM with a timeout, and now they're going to punt it away. Low line drive punt. Milan going to let it hit. And it'll be down near midfield. So Milan will take over with a 13-7 lead. At the JCM 49-yard line. The message from the inside. Sorry, just over the lanes here. Just let them know the call. Friday night lights, man. My agent trying to get a hold of it. If you had a signed copy of the art of the deal, guys, we can over that. We'll get to that in a moment, though. First down at 10, Milan. Here's Balance. Not much there. Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll be second down and 11. Cougars defensively, with some penetration and dragging Ballard down at behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I'd have done it with it. Yeah, that was fun. Thank you. They brought me a cappuccino up here. Second down and 11. Here is Ballard again. Hit at the line, and he's caught and dropped. So the JCM defensive front, 2 consecutive plays with penetration, feeling pretty good about themselves here. It's only a 1-possession game. That was Davis on the tackle. You see Davis blitz in there and then looped around and brought him from behind. So third down and 11. Ballard after 2 straight run plays, netted only a yard. Here's Walker out of his shotgun. Back to throw. Across the middle. And is that one intercepted? No, it's incomplete. It'll bring a 4th down. So there, the JCM defense, after Milan took over with the short field, now Milan's got to make a decision. They're going to punt it away or go for it. I hope folks at Milan didn't mind. I brought some cat. Susie's up here in the press box. Holding on Milan, the flag came down. If you hear any meows, it's my cat. She does not like to. She's not typical feline. She doesn't like to be left alone. She's very social. She doesn't like to be left alone. So Milan wasting a golden opportunity. Short field, and they'll go 3 and out and have to punt it away. Oh, and it's a high snap right over his head. Want to run it down at the 20 and in a lot of trouble. And boy, heads up play there to punt that ball away. Holy moly, look at this. I mean, a tremendous play. That's going to roll inside the JCM 35. Boy, now you watch Connor Allen here on a heads up play. Connor Allen, watch this. He makes a move knowing he just needs a little bit of room to try to get his foot into it, and that's what he did. Connor Allen, maybe with certainly the play so far of the game, that could have been an absolute disaster for Milan. Connor Allen, who punts, and he also is the place kicker, and he kicks off for Milan with a huge play. The senior kicker for the Bulldogs, Dan Punter. Oh, boy, that's a huge play. I mean, it's only going to net about 15, 17 yards, but that doesn't even begin to tell the story about Connor Allen's play. JCM on first down, not much there. Man, I can't get over that. You'll never see a 17-yard punt to match what Connor Allen just did, especially when you consider it's a region football game. And only a 1-possession game. (13-7). Milan with the advantage. second down and 9. On the ground again, they work left side, looking for the edge. Has the 35, has the 40, and taken down shy of that first down. Givens, I believe, on the carry, will have nearly 8 yards. And Shamar Givens, fine looking running back for JCM.
Bring up third down and 2.
So that'll bring up third down and manageable here for the Cougars. Third down and 2. Givens, pardon me, officially 7 yards on that carry. Long out of the gun. Back to Givens, left side. Givens not going to get there. Knocked down. Made it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. It looked like a little confusion. Givens was headed to the right of his quarterback long and then switched direct. That's how good of an athlete he is. Fourth down and 2, and the Cougars going for it this time. And in trouble. Long reversing field, and he's sacked back at the 31-yard line. Oh, beautiful play there by the Bulldogs. On the sack, Bryce Van Diver. Oh, boy. Mondarius Long trying to make something happen. You can't blame him on fourth down and 2 with the Bulldogs. An all-out blitz, they sold out and it worked. And Milan will take over first and 10 at the Cougar 33. Walker out of the gun, 2 wide receivers, bottom of the screen. Ballard, the tailback. Here's Landon Walker going to keep it. Walker bounces outside, has the 20, has the 15, down to the 10, and scampers out of bounds. Landon Walker hurting the Cougars again with his feet, with nice ball handling, and then bouncing it outside. He nearly got the end zone again. Landon already with a long touchdown run. Boy, he does that so well. Sneaky. Like a fox, Landon Walker. And with deceptive speed, Walker bounced it outside those numbers and got the most before he stepped out of bounds. So first and goal, Bulldogs. Here's Ballard on the ground, left side. Ballard inside to 5. He's down near that goal line. Is he in? No. Or is he? Yes, he is. Pardon me. Touchdown, Milan. Anthony Ballard. I thought that knee may have hit before he got the end zone, but no, you can see clearly. On the instant replay, provided by the eye care group, is Ballard. It's pay dirt, and Milan takes a 19-7 advantage over JCM. Here's Connor Allen. And to attempt the point after. His kick is up, and that kick is good. And Milan stretches their lead to 20-7 over JCM. 5:47 left. We're in quarter number 2. So JCM, after briefly leading 7-6, found themselves on the back end of a 20-7 score. 5 minutes and 40 seconds remain before halftime. Bulldogs with a 13-point cushion. Here's Connor Allen kicking off again. High, going to be taken at the 10. Down to the 20. And taken down at the 25 this time. So the kickoff coverage team doing a much better job. Milan has given up a 95-yard touchdown. Return at a kickoff, and then gave another 60-yard return for JCM. Givens this time tripped up just across the 25. So here's JCM down 20-7. Out of the shotgun, they'll keep it on the ground. Working right side, in trouble in the backfield, and dumps. That Bulldog defense ate that one alive again. Storm Williams in there. Along with Blake Miller and company. Milan just chewed that one up, ate it alive. But making it all happen and turning it in was Jordan Shepard. Right down the defensive end along that left side of the defensive line for the Bulldogs, and there was nowhere to go. Second down and long for JCM. All the way back at their own 18-yard line. Here's Long out of the gun. Two wide receivers, splits far both sides. Evans the tailback. Here's Long back to throw. Here comes the pressure. Hit as he throws. And complete out at the 30-yard line. Again, the arm strength of Long allowed him to get enough on it to complete it to Martavius Cole. Watch the, I mean, he's about 6'3", 6'4". Storm Williams, you know he can hit hard. Look at that. Just a little flip right across the middle. Long only a junior quarterback for JCM. Third down and 7 from the own 30. Here's Long with a shotgun. Back to throw. Long fires. Sideline pattern is high and incomplete. So fourth down coming up here for the Cougars. They've only rolled the dice once in their own territory on fourth down. Let's see if they do it again. And that was just kind of floated on Long. Goes incomplete. And the Cougars going to punt it away to Milan's offense. And the Bulldog offense is red hot right now. 20-7, Milan leads Jackson Central Mary here at homecoming. Slow start tonight for Milan. But wise man once said it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Timeout, JCM.
Some confusion and a timeout. 4th and 7 for JCM. Milan with a 20-7 advantage over the Cougars. Terrence Collins got a punt for JCM. My thanks to Reagan Supreme Muffler helping bring you this game. Oh, it's a fake. Look out. Got a man and broken up at the last minute. Oh, boy, it was on the fingertips. That would have been a huge conversion. Gibbons had it on his fingertips. Collins laid it in there and gave Gibbons the chance to make the play. You see Gibbons coming open there. Just a little bit of a bobble, and then bam. Brooks comes in and cleans it up. And Milan will take over at the Cougar 30. Oh, boy, when you roll the dice that deep in your own territory, it doesn't come up to your number. I mean, you really put the defense at a disadvantage, especially against a hot offense. Here's Ballard with room. 20, 10, forget about it. Touchdown, Milan. Just like that, Anthony Ballard goes in from 30 yards, and Milan takes a 26-7 lead. Whoa, boy. Boy, open the floodgates. Look at that, blocking up front. Ballards ran through 2 would-be tacklers, and the sophomore glides on into the end zone. Boy, this cat is really picking up a lot of confidence. And in part by that offensive line that he trusts so much. Let's say hello to Anthony Ballard, who's watching the game tonight. Sophomore. Connor Allen's kick, good, and Milan extends that lead to 27-7 with 3:58 left in quarter number 2. (27-7), Milan with the advantage. Just under 4 minutes remain before halftime. Here's Connor Allen. Line drive, going to be scooped after 12. Back to the 20. To the 30, breaking a tackle, 35. Inside the numbers he wants to go. Crossing the 40 and taken down at the 43-yard line. On the return this time is Lundy for JCM, and boy, at Milan. Kick return team, they're going to have to put a lot of work in. This was going to be about a 34-yard return. That's on top of it. 95-yard kickoff return and a 60-plus-yard kickoff return. So the kickoff return team This week it's on the road and set back to 7-3A action in Jackson against Southside. Here's Givens. Crosses to 35. Or make that 45. He's taken down at 46. So Givens will have 2, maybe 3 yards on first down for the Cougars. Reagan Supreme Muffler in Milan, proud sponsors and supporters of Bulldogs. See Joey or Johnny for all your automotive needs and specializing in tires, exhaust systems, oil changes, brakes, whatever you need. Right here in Milan, open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4:30. Givens again, low, inside Milan territory, has the 40. Down near the 30 before he scampers out of bounds, and JCM in the Milan territory trying to do something before halftime. Milan right now controlling the game with a 20-point lead. I said Givens, that's not Givens on that play. Eric Latham, freshman running back. My spotter's on vacation this week, so having to do it all. I mean, I don't mean to complain. His first down, back to the ground. Nearly fumbled that ball, but able to corral it and hammer it down behind the line of scrimmage. It's blinded, so not much there.
Ball faced at the 31-yard line, brings up 2nd down and 11.
So, JCM, 2nd down and 10. 20-77 Milan. Back to the air they go, and miscommunication and incomplete at the 20-yard line. Well, someone was running a post pattern, and quarterback was throwing it down and out. Third down and 11 for JCM. Milan with a 20-point advantage. Homecoming 2015 here for Bulldogs. Back to throw again. Fires it out. And no one's home again. Nearest man to that football was the Bulldogs' Cameron Oliver. High and incomplete. Again, I think there's a little confusion on their pattern. Darius Long certainly looked at the powerful right arm. He'll work on his touch just a little bit. But I mean, it's these quarterback and the receiver is just not on the same page. Much of it. 4th and 11. JCM going to go for it down that sideline into double coverage and broken up, incomplete. Back there for Milan on the coverage. To break it up. Double coverage. Norman back there to knock it away. He's helped out by J.V. Porter. So Milan's defense holds, and JCM will have to give it up on downs. The Bulldogs will take over just outside their own 30 with a 27-7 advantage late in the second quarter. Landon Walker will work out of the shotgun. Now with his tailback. To there he goes, underneath, caught. 35, outside the numbers to the 40, breaking a tackle out near midfield, and picking up a first down for the Bulldogs on the reception, and a nice run after catch. It was Lewis Mayo, the 6', 175-pound junior receiver for the Bulldogs, did a nice job of blocking out in front. Look at Brooks. These wide receivers do a nice job blocking for one another. Brooks paved the way and helped Lewis Mayo pick up another 10 yards. And a first down for Milan in midfield. Here's Walker. Play action again. Here's Brooks this time. It drops. Oh boy, Brooks taking off before he made the catch. And Brooks has had a tremendous year. He and Landon Walker hooked up multiple times. Oh boy. That's how he had Lewis Mayo out in front. Chance Brooks could have caught that ball, made one man miss. He'd have that sideline. Brooks, a 6', 160-pound junior wide receiver for the Bulldogs. Second down and 10 from midfield to the ground. Here is Ballards. Ballards down to the 46-yard line. The gain is 4 to be third down and 6 for Milan.
Bring up third down.
Reagan Supreme Monthly, we mentioned them. Their phone number is 613-2461. The question won't line up at the appointment, 613-2461 for Reagan Supreme Monthly Milan. Third and 6 Milan. Here is Landon Walker out of the gun. He'll hand it off. Ballard just straight ahead, power of football. It's just inside the 45 before he's knocked backwards, so a short gain. That'll bring up fourth down for Milan.
44-yard line, it brings up fourth down.
Ballard really nowhere to go. Made distance maybe to the 44-yard line before he shoved backwards. So fourth down and 4. A long 4 make it a short 5. Here's Walker working out of the shotgun with 2 wide, top of the screen. Landon. Play action. Here comes the pressure. Rolling right, firing, and caught by Brooks. He'll have enough for the first down. Brooks made the catch at the JCM 36-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a Bulldog first down. As you can see, Landon feeling that pressure. Oh boy, did they catch that hold? Right they did. I thought I saw a flag come out there. No? Well. Now, I am thoroughly confused. Seeing that many signals from the official.
Against the Cougars and the Bulldogs.
I'm going to have to reach for a dictionary, folks.
Replay fourth down.
And JCM went over to the bank of Milan. Here they come now. So I get, to make a long story short, everything offset the other, so we'll replay the fourth down and 5. Here's Walker out of the shotgun. Landon. They'll keep it. Landon 40. Landon 35, 30. Look out. He's gone. Landon Walker, another long touchdown run. This time on a fourth down and 5. And I don't know if anyone else in West Tennessee is so deceptive at the quarterback position. I mean, just downright sneaky with his ball handling. Look at that. Drew the defense in, and then enough speed to bounce it outside. Then the ability to cut it up the field and outrun the defense into the end zone. Landon Walker. Touchdown for the Bulldogs. And Milan takes a 33-7 lead. Whoa, boy. It's Connor Allen. PAT is good. And Milan
34 seconds remaining in the first half.
with a 34-7 lead.
34.
44 seconds left in the first half. Well, second quarter, Milan is absolutely come alive here. Connor Allen with a high pop fly kickoff. It's a live ball on the turf, and JCM covers it up back at the 15. Oh, boy. JCM saying, man, what else can happen to us tonight?
The first and 10, Cougars.
Oh, mercy. So the Cougars just trying to get into the locker room and trying to regroup somewhat. Bulldogs have exploded here in the second quarter. Just joining us, JCM led this game midway through the first quarter, 7-6. Bit long, back to the end. And that drops to the 20-yard line. I mean, when things start going bad,
Brings up second down and 10.
it's hard to get that momentum. First, shut off the floodwaters and then get things turned around. And JCM trying to at least gets something going before halftime. Here's Long, shotgun again, 4 wide receivers. Gibbons in the backfield. Long, back to throw. Here comes the pressure. He'll fire downfield and incomplete at the 40.
Pass incomplete for the Cougars.
Now the coverage for the Bulldogs. 5'11", 160-pound junior. DB. Oliver right there. Third and 10. Now the danger for JCM is making enough time on the clock for the Bulldog offense after 2 incompletions. Get the ball back. Long shotgun. Prince, top of the screen. Givens, Hamlet, he'll go nowhere. Hamlet in the backfield, and so we'll see if Jeff Morris burns a timeout or if he's content to go into the 34-7 lead at halftime. So Milan just dominating here in the second quarter. Homecoming to open up a 34-7 advantage over JCM. Force JCM to punt it away. The Bulldogs want another crack at it before halftime. JCM attempted a fake punt earlier. I don't think that'll happen this time. Punting it away inside the own 5-yard line. Here comes the pressure. Boy, just gets it out of there, and it's a shame. Boy, this one is going to hit at the 20 and carry him out of bounds. Oh, boy. That's going to cover about 9 yards on their punch. Milan may have got a hand on it. That one with the English carried off to the right and out of bounds, and Milan with a shot to get more points on the board here before halftime. Walker will work out of the shotgun. Ballard and McDaniel in the backfield, 3 wide receivers for quarterback Landon Walker. Landon to the air, slants, and he throws behind his intended receiver, incomplete. Looking for Lewis Mayo.
Brings up second down and 10.
Clock stops on the incompletion. Boy, he had Mayo too. Horrible. Single coverage on the inside. I didn't see a lot of help from the safety over the top. That one may have gone into the end zone. Second and 10. Landon working out of the shotgun. Here's Walker. He'll go end zone. Brooks. Touchdown. Oh, beautifully done from Landon Walker to Brooks. You can tell they've done that before. Brooks with a beautiful job using his hands and making that catch in the corner of the end zone. That was well covered. Look at Brooks. That is a thing of beauty. And give Landon Walker a lot of credit for giving his wide receiver a chance to make a play. And the Bulldogs take a 40-7 lead. Here's Connor Allen's extra point. It splits the uprights in Milan with 12 seconds left in quarter number 2. So Milan kicks off with a 41-7 lead here. 12 seconds left before half. Here's Allen. And a little pop fly. Going to be scooped up this time at 15. Here's Gibbons trying to make something happen. Retreating, giving ground, running laterally along the 15 and hammered down back near the 12-yard line. Oh, boy. Cameron Oliver really popped it. Gibbons on this one. Watch. Look at Oliver here. See him on the bottom of the screen, number 7. Watch it. Getting back in his lane. Look at him. Zeroing in. Bam. Nicely done there by Oliver. 41-7, Milan. Jackson Central Mary. So the Cougars, I think, will just kneel on this one and say, you know what? That's enough for one hand. That's what they're going to do. Long just going to take it under center. And tackle out at the 17-yard line. That's going to do it. So at halftime, it's all Milan. 41-7 over JCM.
You're watching the Ball Game Blitz.
Nice homecoming festivities here for Milan. Both bands able to play at halftime. Nice job by the Jackson Central Mary Band and a nice job of the Bulldog Marching Band. Here's Connor Allen who swings his right leg through it, and we are underway in the second half. From the 5 out to the 20 and then retreating back to the 15 before he's taken off his feet. And that's Oliver again on the tackle. So Milan's kickoff coverage team is, I'm sure, got an earful at halftime. And Oliver standing in that lane, he said, man, you are not going to get outside this and get to that sideline. Also in on the tackle, Milan was a young man who's played well here tonight. Watch the ball. Blake Miller in on that tackle as well. So here's JCM on the short end in a 41-7 game. As we begin the second half, I believe we are under the mercy. JCM on first down, trying to work left side. I mean, nothing there. Hammered down. Back near the 10-yard line. Oh. I mean, these Bulldogs get better and better as the season progresses. Darius Carter and company making a play that time. Yeah, I enjoyed both bands at halftime. I was reading my book, The Art of the Dealer. An autographed copy of it. Second down to 15, the loss is 5 on first down. Get the Cougars to the ground. Nothing. I mean, nothing.
Tackle made by number 58, Jaleel Buckner.
Jaleel Buckner, 5'10", a 215-pound senior.
Brings up third down and 15.
Jaleel just manhandling that offensive line. Bam, hits that running back, nothing there. Third down and 15. Say hello to Mark from Milan. He calls the radio show quite a bit. Mark Spain. Mark, appreciate you listening to the 2-hour watch on News Talk 101.5. You can catch that show Monday through Friday, 11 to 1. Here's Long back to the air, fires it out, caught at the 10 and going nowhere. Cut down at 14-yard line. Get on the coverage with my man Spencer Walker. He's played so well on defense this year. Oliver out there on the coverage as well.
Ball's placed at the 13-yard line, brings up fourth down and 12.
And also helping out was Adkins. So Milan forcing a 3-and-out on JCM's first possession of the second half. It's been an adventure tonight for this punt team. They attempted a fake punt, really pulled it off. And then about an 8-yard net punt late in the first half. So it's been an adventure.
Flag on the play. Delay a game.
Jeff Morris, Milan's coach, in his 20th year. Just amazing.
Illegal substitution against the
Marquez works on a touchdown catches before halftime.
ball at the 7-yard line.
Man, it was a dangerous play. JCM going to have to punt out of their own end zone. nearly blocked, and we have penalty flags.
Flag on the play.
So JCM's nearly going to be whistled for illegal procedure, and they'll have to punt it deeper out of their own end zone. Well, looking at that west end zone, certainly a beautiful backdrop there to the John Wade Executive Fieldhouse. Up on the hill used to be Park Avenue Junior High School. That's a long time. JCM gets it out of there. Short punt again. This one's going to roll out to the 28-yard line before it's down, and holy moly. Milan's defense has put so much pressure on this JCM offense, and the punt team having trouble punting it deep from their own territory. The Bulldog offense is going to be the beneficiary again and get a nice short field to start the second half. Already up 41-7 over the JCM Cougars. Landon Walker back in there, QB. Montez Brooks, you see him split far here, bottom of the screen. Bruce Mayo split to the left as well. There's Walker to the end as his fullback. Has the 25, has the 20, and McDaniel is close to that first down. He may have it just inside the 20. Nice move underneath. There's Landon Walker, spots his fullback wide open over there in the flats, and McDaniel turns in a nice play on first down, picks up 9.
Brings up second down and short.
Second down at a yard. Milan back in the red zone at the Cougar 19. Here's Landon working out of the shotgun. He'll hand it off. Ballard, room. Ballard bounces outside 10, 5, touchdown.
Ballard carries the ball into the touchdown for
Ballard's pay dirts. Milan takes a 47-7 advantage. This will be a 19-yard touchdown run by the sophomore running back. Watch Ballard. Well, he's not satisfied with 10, is he? He just bounced it outside those numbers right into the end zone. Anthony Ballard going to be a great running back here at Milan. Oh, boy, this kid is talented. 6'1", 180 pounds. Extra point by Connor Allen splits the uprights, and Milan takes a 48-7 lead. 8-10 left, quarter number 3. Connor Allen set to kick off once again to the Bulldogs. There was a time where JCM would have filled those stands you're looking at over there on the physical side, but tonight's not one of those times. Here's Allen's kickoff, high, short, going to be taken and bobbled out at the 20, and then hammered down right there. So the kickoff coverage team is really turning things around after giving up that 95-yard touchdown return in the first quarter. Milan football on the BallGame Blitz here on the Mirror-Exchange website. See John Moore and his staff for all your insurance needs in McNeil Range Insurance Agency located in downtown Milan. They specialize, they compare the rates, they get you the best deal that suits you, the customer's personal needs, and they offer a variety of discounts and have an amazing claim service. Call them at 686-0765. McNeil Range Insurance. JCM on first down. On the ground, they go with it with room out to the 30 and shove it around at the 32-yard line. That should be enough for a Cougar first down. JCM.
Ball placed at the 30.
Eric Langton.
31-yard line, be first and 10, JCM.
Size, strength, he's going to be a good one for the Cougars. Now the word around the campfire is that JCM will be liquidated after this year. It's still not a done deal. It certainly changed the landscape of football in Jackson, Madison County. But the talk is that JCM's doors would be closed. Madison Academic would move over to the Liberty Building. They don't know exactly what they would, if they would come up with a brand new name or just say Liberty Shack, Madison, I don't know. It's not official yet, but that's the word around the water cooler. Talk around the campfire. Gain of 4 yards there, first down. Here's Long, rolling right. Firing and incomplete. Low. Pass was, and didn't come up with a catch. That was a tough shoestring.
From the 15.
Catch, if he was able to make it, but it'll go incomplete.
Correction from the 35.
So that's still a long way to go before the final decision is made by the Jackson Madison County School Board and the agency that was hired to help. 3rd and 6 for JCM. They go straight ahead, but it's going to be well short of their first down. 48-7, the Bulldogs with a big advantage. We are under the mercy rule here at Johnny Hill Stadium. Again, want to thank our friends, man. The Milan Bulldog Marching Band did a great job at halftime, as did the Jackson Central Mary Band. 4th down and 3 for JCM. So little Donovan Baker over there. Play action is Long. Going to dump it underneath. Has a man out to midfield and into Milan territory. Banged out of bounds at the 35-yard line. That's going to be plenty enough for the first down. Blake Miller able to knock him out of bounds, but JCM able to convert a 4th down. Releasing late out of the backfield and then coming clean for that first down is Shantarius Word for 30 yards, and the Cougar first down at the Milan 35. To the ground they go with it. 35 down near the 31. The gain is 4 yards and first down for the Cougars.
Short gain on the play.
Well, the mercy rule, which came into play just a few short years ago, you can imagine these games back in the 70s and 80s, even the 90s before the mercy rule came in. Once a game gets out of hand, and not much fun, certainly, for the team on the short end of the score, but man, he can get chippy. Here's Long to the air. Deep pattern, goal line, caught, touchdown. Wow. Long able to hook up with Grundy for the JCM touchdown. It's going to cover 34 yards, and again, so Long, if he's got time, he's got the arm. Cougars hit pay dirt for the first time here in the second half. To 13 Milan. JCM led briefly 7-6, and then Milan exploded in the second half and essentially put the game away by halftime. Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. Our new score with 3:16 left in quarter number 3. Milan 48 and Jackson Central Mary 14. Well, JCM, give them credit, so they have not just rolled over. That's attempting to play dead. Long with a touchdown pass, and the Cougars hit pay dirt for the second time tonight. Let's see if they attempt their second onside kick. Now we're ready. attempt. This time Milan gobbles it up as Jonathan Crabb, the 6'2", 175-pound senior, just scooped that one up like a shortstop. And the Bulldogs will send the offense back on the field with 48-14 advantage here on homecoming 2015. Milan wins this tonight, and certainly barring a collapse of monumental proportions, Milan's going to win it to improve to 5-3 and 4-1 in the region. That would have Milan with firm grasp on second place. You win at Southside, and you win at home here against South Gibson. You're number 2 in the region. Back to the air, Milan goes. And with room inside the 40, down to the 30, tightrope at that sideline, look out, all the way down inside the 10 and tackled at the 8-yard line is Jonathan Crabb. Jonathan, the 6'2" senior, Logan Nelson, and their quarterback. Hooking up with Jonathan Crabb, and Jonathan nearly took that one to the house. That speed there, man, just the last man got him at the last moment, or Crabb would have hit Pater. So here is Logan Nelson, the new quarterback under center. He'll hand it off. Not much there on first down. Milan with some fresh jerseys in there. Tylen Barnhill, the 5'11" junior. Getting a chance to run the football. Wayne Williamson, junior in there to tailback. Here is Williams, straight ahead. Down near the 6-yard line before he's taken down. Wayne Williamson, 5'8", 140-pound junior from Milan.
Ball will be placed 7-yard line, brings up third down.
Carson Bodiford in there.
3.
Playing that offensive line. Ethan Pruitt, some of the guys getting into the game. Bert Chandler. Third down and 2. Here's Williamson again. Williams makes a move inside the 5 and fighting down to the touchdown. Look at that. Oh, what a nice play by Williamson. I mean, I thought he was going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. I actually thought there was going to be a penalty flag. The Green Williamson hit Pater. A nice job by Green. Barr also in there, 6'4", 255-pound sophomore lineman. Milan takes a 54-14 lead. One attempt is, well, we got penalty flags. Who got listening? Offsides, JCM. Well, we'll do this over.
Penalties declined.
Uprights again.
1:46 remaining in the third quarter. JCM 14.
And at 46 left, quarter number 3, it's all Milan. Tyler Allen. Milan Sticker going to have to spend some time in the hot tub tomorrow. His big white leg is taking a workout tonight. Kickoff taking it to 5. 20, trying to bounce it outside and nowhere to go.
Number 1 on the
taken down at the 18-yard line. Look here, special teams demon Cameron Oliver with another tackle. Cameron is, look at him. He's played well tonight on that kickoff return team. Milan had some breakdowns early.
Please move your vehicle. Please move your
Oliver.
vehicle.
Another tackle on special teams. Milan with a 55-14 lead here over JCM.
After the kickoff return, JCM
win this
has the
one,
ball
but you go to
at the
5-3,
19-yard line,
4-1 in region. Jeff Morrison pick up win at 203. South Side next week in South Gibson here at home to close out the regular season. Here's JCM on the ground with some room across the 30, out to the 40, man out of bounds there on the carry for the Cougars. Number 25, that young man's name is Eric Latham. So Milan, with the two region games remaining, and Milan's going to be favored to win both those games. JCM, they back at home next week to Westview and then on the road to Dyersburg. So JCM, barring a miracle, they're going to run the table in reverse and finish 0-10 this year. How about that? That may have been a lateral goal. They say incomplete. So things have changed big time in JCM through the years. For Milan, it's more the same. Well, Jeff Morris, 20 years in. And keep it on, keep it on. We'll be back in the fourth quarter. It's all Milan.
You're watching the Ball Game Blitz.
Off to the fourth quarter we go. Milan with a 55-14 advantage over JCM. My name's Dan Reaves. Pleasure to be with you here tonight at BallGame Blitz and Milan Mirror-Exchange. The rumors mentioned earlier flying around about Jackson Central area being targeted for closure by the school board over in Jackson. And the firm that was hired, a consulting firm. And you look at the coaching staff for JCM and Olympians Taylor, the head coach, 7 wins in his third year here, 22 losses. Include tonight, they're going to include tonight. 0-8, the worksheet here this year for JCM. You know, the faculty, the staff, and certainly the coaches are not immune to all the rumors. JCM on the ground, straight ahead across the 45 out to the 47-yard line. And there's been some protest this week staged at JCM, and I am JCM keeps coming out to save the school. Then you look over in the stands, and there's just a handful of people. I know it's down to 27. So the story that's told to me is that the momentum for the same JCM that's coming from alumni, not current members of the parents and students. Empty stands tell a tale when it comes to football, and I know the team's 0-7. Boy, how about Milan? I mean, you in here, you're 5-3. 4-1 in the region. And you've got Southside over in Jackson next week and then home to South Gibson. Milan's going to be favored to win both those games and finish out the regular season 7-3. Incomplete here. Back to the air looking for Darius Helms. You finish second in the region. You play a home playoff game or two, and who knows? I mean, who expected Milan to make it all the way to the state semifinals last year? A bit of a slow start. Not many. We talk about JCM and the rumors of closure. Then you look on the other sideline and you see the epitome of a stable school and program. Jeff Morris, 20 years here now. Back to the ground, not much there. You know, the tackle for Milan. Christian Wright, 5'11" junior. I'll make that a 5'11" sophomore. A freshman, pardon me. Talented underclassmen from Milan, waiting to win, get a chance to play tonight. This huge lead at homecoming. 2 rosters
Pass
here.
is incomplete.
Apologize.
We have another tackler, number 33,
But
Christian Wright.
Bryant Bowers on the updated roster here is wearing number 11.
Brings up fourth
Not
down and 10
Darius Wall.
for the Cougars.
So, I don't know if I'm going to get sued over this or not, but I've got 2 different rosters. And it's pointed out to me that Bryant Bowers is wearing number 11 and we call him Jones on that. So, fellas, my apologies. But the complaint department should be handed over to the roster makers. Here's Bowers. Sacked. Oh boy, that Milan defense, and look at there. There he is again, getting a chance to play Christian Wright.
Bulldogs take over first and
In on this sack, and first man through there to force him inside was Copeland Ray, 6-foot sophomore, and Milan collapses that pocket and sacks the quarterback. And the Bulldogs will take over on offense.
Bulldogs have it first and 10.
Youngsters getting a chance to play here for the Bulldogs. First and 10 at their own 47. Here's a give left side. A new quarterback is Taylor Lockett. 5'10", 165-pound freshman. On the carry that time is Green Williamson. Green hit paygo on the last one. Nice run by Dwayne Williams. Touchdown.
11.
So Lockett out of the shotgun with a 2 wide up top of the screen. Lockett, he's going to keep it. Looking for the edge. He won't get there, but he does stretch out to midfield. It'll be third down and right at 8 for the Bulldogs. Lockett, he wanted that sideline, didn't he? Tries to cut it back inside. If he could have got around that one defender, he had some room out there. Third down and 8. Milan in midfield. Lockett, over on his center. He'll hand it off. Williamson.
27. Kareem Williamson carries the ball.
Moves to the Cougar 47-yard line. Down at 5. Williamson picked up 3 on third down, so Milan going for it here. 55-14 advantage. Lockett, shotgun. Lockett gonna keep it, looking for the edge. Has the 45, Lockett has the 40, and has the first down as he scampers out of bounds at the Cougar 36-yard line. And the freshman Lockett showing some speed here. Bouncing outside and picking up that first down. He needed 5, and he ended up picking up right at 15 yards to move the chains for the Bulldogs. They say he stepped out at the 36-yard line. Taylor Lockett, 5'10", 165-pound freshman QB. Lockett hand this one off straight ahead. They go inside the 30. That's the fullback on the carry, Tyler Barnhill. So Tyler has 6 yards at first down, second and 4. Milan on the move again with his units. Freshmen going to play tonight. Second teamers, third teamers. Here's Lockett. Looking left side. Oh boy, nice run there. 3-yard gain. John. Those legs probably, look at that. Had him wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, but Gunn just kept working. to pick up nearly 3 yards. So 3rd down and 2 for Milan from the Cougar 28. Lockett, 9 formation in backfield. Head to the fullback, and they're not going to get there this time. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Tyler Barnhill to get on the carry. Tyler is 5'11", 155 pounds. 4th down and 2. We'll see if Lockett calls his own number again. He converted 4th and 5 a moment ago. Split here, bottom of the screen, 1 wide, split top of the screen. Not gonna get there. JCM gonna stop him on 4th down and 2. Squay gun. Didn't have a chance inside. Run blitz by the Cougars, and Milan gonna have to give it up on downs. But that's the 3rd team unit of the Milan offense. Kind of what the 2nd team mixed with some 3rd teamers. Moving the football, and that's all Jeff Moore's really wanted to see out of this unit. (55-14). Milan with a big advantage here. Late ball game under the Mercy rule. College football tomorrow. A lot of people talking about Memphis hosting Ole Miss. Bauer going deep and complete. If there's an official that had a flag, he threw it on that one. They're making it rain. So Memphis hosting Ole Miss tomorrow. Our old buddy Hugh Freeze and the Rebels coming to Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium. National TV. I'll tell you this. I think I'm crazy. I think Memphis wins that game tomorrow by a couple of touchdowns. I really do. Somewhere to the tune of 34-20. Somewhere. I like the Tigers tomorrow over Ole Miss. Pass interference will give JCM a 1st down at their own 46. So the air again nearly intercepted at the 40. Broke it up. It'll go incomplete. Oh boy, wanted that interception there. I understand that. Dwayne Williamson's already scored a touchdown, but he nearly added an interception to his 9 work. For the Cougars. The Tennessee Titans host Miami on Sunday in Nashville. Take the Miami big in that game. Titans, just ones. Ken Wizards. Tough time in Nashville. Bowers, shotgun, rolling right. Fires and caught out at the 40. And making a move inside the 35. Look out down that sideline. He's brought down just outside the red zone near the 22. But the speed there by Mondarius Sams, he's a quick running back, wide receiver for the Cougars.
That's the ball game, folks.
And that's going to do it. Milan wins it big, 55-14 over JCM.